Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us in this video, where we'll explore the art of customizing axes in your Bold BI dashboard charts. But before we dive into the exciting world of customization, let's take a moment to understand the fundamental concept of axes in data visualization. Axes play a pivotal role in helping users establish connections between data points and their corresponding values, which becomes particularly vital when data points are not directly labeled in a chart. The standard composition of a chart includes a pair of axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. Under the Axis Settings section, you can see all your customization options. In this video, I am going to explain how to configure them. Now, let's dive into a real-time dashboard example that demonstrates the impact of enhanced axis customization. In this dashboard, the stacked column chart emerges as a potent visual tool, enabling us to explore the composition of an organization's workforce. Take a look at the x-axis labels, which represent various age ranges, guiding us through the stages of employees' careers. On the other hand, the y-axis labels display the employee count, offering vital insights into the size of each age group. Together, these labels provide crucial context, ensuring that we fully grasp the presented data. It's important to emphasize that the clarity introduced by these x-axis and y-axis labels is absolutely essential for making sense of this chart. Alright, let's get started by configuring the stacked column chart and explain all the axis customization options, including some pre-configured chart examples. I drag and drop the chart into the design canvas. Next, I resize the widget. The stacked column chart needs a minimum of one value element and one column element to showcase data. I click on the Assign Data tab and add data in the value and column fields. Now the widget has been configured. Next, I click the Properties panel and navigate to the Axis Settings section. Let's start by applying Title Color, the color that your axis title will wear. I click on the Color drop-down menu. The available colors are shown. Select a color based on your requirement, and now you can see that the axis color has changed. By applying the label color, the axis label colors will be changed. Select a shade that complements your data and enhances your visualizations. Next is the Show Category Axis option. This serves as a spotlight for important categories. You have the choice to toggle the visibility of the category axis. By disabling the Show Category Axis option, the dependency properties such as Show Axis Title Text, Overflow Trimming Mode, Label Trimming, Label Rotation, and Automatic Interval settings will be hidden. Next, the Show Axis Title option lets you decide whether to reveal the title or keep it hidden. Additionally, you have the ability to customize the axis title according to your requirements. Have cluttered labels? Label Overflow mode comes to the rescue. Control how your labels behave when space gets tight. You can switch between these two modes, trimming the end of overlapping labels or hiding overlapping labels in the axis. Do you have lengthy labels? Then, clean up your chart with Trim Axis Labels. Keep them neat and concise by enabling this option and customizing the maximum width for the axis labels. Next, Label Rotation. Adjust category axis label angles for a dynamic and engaging appearance. By default, the Auto Interval property is on, which automatically determines intervals for category axis labels based on data points. To set a specific interval, turn off Auto Interval and define the preferred interval. Moving on to the Show Primary Axis option. By disabling this option, related dependent properties, including Show Axis Title, Axis Type, and Axis Format, will be hidden. By enabling this, the primary value axis will be visible and can be customized. By clicking the Edit Axis Range option, the Axis Range Settings dialog will open. Here you can manually define minimum, maximum, and interval values for the primary value axis. Next, inverted axis experience your data from a fresh perspective by reversing the axis direction. By default, charts display positive values at the top and negative values at the bottom. However, there are cases when an inverted axis is needed, such as showing temperatures with negative values at the top. Enabling this feature will place negative values at the top and positive values at the bottom. Next, with the axis type options, you can either handle the type of axis as linear or logarithmic, where there's logarithmic scaling for the axis, suitable for visualizing data with a wide range of magnitudes. Next, there's primary axis format. This option helps you fine-tune the appearance of numbers in the primary axis. For more details, refer to the Measure Formatting Help documentation link provided in this video's description. Another important chart axis option is the secondary axis. You can enable this in the Basic Settings section under Chart Type and Axis Settings. This allows you to switch chart types and adjust axes as needed. By default, the configured field appears as the primary axis, but with this option, you can make it the secondary axis. This is handy when you want to display two Cartesian charts, with one column chart complementing the other. For example, in a chart comparing customer data and retention rates, the column chart serves as the primary axis, while the spline chart becomes the secondary axis, enhancing the widget's visualization. Once the secondary axis is activated, you can customize it just like the primary one. That's all there is to it. Let's get back to the configured widget. Let's preview the dashboard to see the changes. The axis settings were applied properly. With this chart, you can effortlessly access detailed payroll salary information categorized by different departments. Just remember, clear labels on the x-axis and y-axis are important. They help you understand the chart better and get the full picture. Next, let's go through some example dashboards to show you how axes are handled in different charts. In this sample dashboard, the clicks versus click-through rate spline chart benefits from label rotation on the axis and customized measure formatting settings. These adjustments enhance the chart's visual appeal while maintaining clarity on both the x-axis and y-axis. In this sample dashboard, the survey response rate as expressed by a 100% stacked bar chart is visually engaging due to the effective utilization of the label overflow mode axis setting, along with proper intervals. This combination ensures that the x and y-axis labels remain clear and easily understandable, contributing to the chart's overall visual effectiveness. I hope you enjoyed this video about what axes are, their use cases, and how to customize them in a dashboard. Thank you for being with us today, and until next time, keep visualizing boldly. Please leave a comment with any questions you have or any additional features you would like to see in Bold BI. Thanks for watching.